Tush, never tell me. I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, who's had my purse as if the strings were thine, shouldst know of this.
Sblood, but you will not hear me. If ever I did dream of such a matter, abhor me.
Thou toldst me thou didst hold him in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city, in personal suit to make me his lieutenant, off cap to him. And by the faith of man, I know my price. I am worth no worse a place. But he, as loving his own pride and purposes, evades them. For, certes, says he, I have already chose my officer. And what was he? Forsooth, a great arithmetician, one Michael Cassio, a Florentine, who never set a squadron in the field, nor the division of a battle knows more than a spinster, unless the togaed consuls can propose as masterly as he. Mere prattle without practice is all his soldiership. But he, sir, had the election. And I, of whom his eyes had seen the proof at Rhodes, at Cyprus, on other grounds Christian and heathen, must be belied and calmed by debtor and creditor. This countercaster, he in good time must his lieutenant be, and I, God bless the mark, his moorship's ancient.
Ugh. By heaven, I rather would have been his hangman.
Why, there's no remedy. Preferment goes by letter and affection, and not by old gradation, where each second stands heir to the first. Now, sir, bejudge yourself whether I am affined in any just term to love the more.
I would not follow him, then.
Oh, sir, content you. I follow him to serve my turn upon him. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot be truly followed. You shall mark many a duteous and knee-crooking knave who, doting on his own obsequious bondage, wears out his time much like his master's ass for naught but provender. And when he's old, cashiered. Whip me such honest knaves. Others there are, who trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their hearts attending on themselves, and throwing but shows of service on their lords, do well thrive by them. And when they have lined their coats, do themselves homage. These fellows have some soul. As such one do I profess myself, for, sir, it is as sure as you are Roderigo. Were I the Moor, I would not be Iago. In following him, I follow but myself. Heaven is my judge, not I for love and duty, but seeming so for my peculiar end. For when my outward action doth demonstrate the native act and figure of my heart in compliment extern, 'tis not long after that I shall wear my heart upon my sleeve for daws to peck at. I am not what I am.
What fool fortunes does the thick lip sow if he can carry it thus?
Call up her father. Rouse him, make after him, proclaim him in the streets, incense her kinsman, so that his joy be joy, yet throw such changes of vexation on it that it may lose some color.
Oh, here's her father's house. I'll call aloud.
Do with like timorous accent and dire yell, as when by night in negligence the fire is spied in populous cities.
What ho, Bradantio! Signor Bradantio! Ho!
What ho, thieves, thieves! Look to your house, your daughter, and your bags! Thieves!
What is the reason for this terrible summons? What is the matter there?
Signor, is all your family within?
Are your doors locked?
Why, wherefore ask you this?
Swoon, sir, you are robbed. Put on your gown for shame. Your heart is burst. You are missing half your soul. And now, very now, an old black ram is tupping your white ewe. Arise, awake the snorting citizens with the bell, or else the devil will make a grandsire of you. Arise, I say.
What? Have you lost your wits?
Most Reverend Signor, do you know my voice?
Not I. What are you?
My name is Roderigo.
The worse are welcome. I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. In honest plainness, you have heard me say, my daughter is not for thee. And now, in madness, after supper and distempering draughts, in malicious bravery, thou comest to start my quiet.
Sir.
But I suppose you must needs be sure. My spirit and my place have it in their power to make this bitter to thee.
Patience, good sir.
What speakest thou of robbery? This is Venice. My house is not a grange.
Most grave Brabantio, in simple and pure soul, I come to you.
Swoon, sir, you are one of those that will not serve God if the devil bids you. Because we have come to do you a service and you think we are ruffians, you will have your daughter covered with a Barbary horse, you'll have your nephews neigh to you, you'll have coursers for cousins and jennets for Germans.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one, sir, who comes to tell you, your daughter and the Moor are now making the beast with two backs.
Ooh.
Thou art a villain.
You are a senator.
Thou shalt answer for this. I know you, Roderigo.
Oh, I'll answer anything, sir, but I beseech you, if it be your pleasure and most wise consent, as partly I find it is, that your fair daughter, at this odd even and dull watch of the night, hath been transported with no worse nor better guard, but with a knave of common hire, a gondolier, to the gross clasps of a lascivious Moor. If this be known to you and your allowance, we then have done you bold and saucy wrongs. But if you know not this, my manners tell me we have your wrong rebuke. Do not think that from some sense of all civility I would thus play and trifle with your reverence. Your daughter, if you have not given her leave, I say again, hath made a gross revolt, tying her duty, beauty, wit, and fortunes in the arms of extravagant and wheeling stranger of here and everywhere. Straight! Satisfy yourself. If she is within her chambers or your house, let loose on me the justice of the state for thus deluding you.
Strike on the tinder. Oh, bring me a taper. Call up all my people. This accident is not unlike my dream. Belief of it oppresses me already. Light, I say. Light!
Oh, farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet nor wholesome to my place to be produced as if I stay I shall against the Moor. Although I do know the state, this may gall him with some check, cannot with safety cast him, for he's embarked with such loud reason to the Cyprus wars, which even now stand in act, that for their souls another of his fathom they have none to lead their business. Now, although I do hate him as I do hell pains, yet for necessity of present life, I must show out a flag and sign of love, which is indeed but sign. That you shall surely find him, lead to the Sagittary the raised search, and there will I be with him. Farewell.
'Tis too true an evil. Gone she is. And what's to become of my despised time is not but bitterness. Now, Roderigo, where did you see her? Oh, the poor girl. With the Moor, sayest thou? Oh, she deceives me past thought. How did you know it was she? Oh, goodness. Go, call up my people, raise all my kindred. Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Oh, heavens! How got she out? Oh, treason of the blood! Fathers, from hence, trust not your daughters' minds to what you see them act. Are there not charms by which the properties of youth and maidenhood may be abused? Have you not read, Roderigo, of some such thing?
Yes, sir, indeed I have.
Oh, would you had had her! Do you know where we may apprehend her and the Moor?
I think I can discover him. If it please you, go get good guard and come along with me.
I pray you lead on. At every house I'll call, I may command at most, get weapons and raise some special officers of night. On, good Roderigo, I will deserve your pains.
Though in the trade of war I have slain men, I hold it very stuff of the conscience to do no contrived murder. I lack iniquity sometimes to do me service. 9 or 10 times I had thought to have yerked him here under the ribs.
'Tis better as it is.
Nay, but he spake such scurvy and provoking terms against your honor, that with what little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. But, sir, tell me but this. Are you fast married? For be you assured that the Magnifico is well beloved, and hath in his effect a voice potential as double that as the Duke's. He will divorce you, or put upon you what restraint and grievance the law, with all his might to enforce it on, will give him cable.
Let him do his spite. My services I have done the signory shall out-tongue his complaints. 'Tis yet to know, which when I know that boasting is an honor I shall promulgate. I fetch my life and being from men of royal siege, and my demerits may speak unbonneted to his proudest fortune as this that I have reached. For know, Iago, but that I love the gentle Desdemona. I would not my unhoused and free condition put in a circumscription and contrive for the sea's worth. But look, what lights come yond?
It were the raised father and his friends you were best go in.
Not I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly. Is it they?
By Janus, I think no.
Servants of the Duke, and my lieutenant. Goodness of the night upon you, friends. What is the news?
The Duke does call for you, and he requires your post-haste appearance, even on the instant.
What is the matter, think you?
It is a matter of Cyprus, as I may divine. It is a business of some heat. The galleys have sent a dozen sequent messengers this very night on one another's heels, and many of the consuls raised and met are at the Duke's already. Your name has been hotly called for. When not you being at your lodging to be found, the Senate hath sent 3 several guests to search you out.
'Tis well I am found by you. I will spend but a word here in the house and go with you.
Ancient, what makes he here?
Marry, he tonight hath boarded a land carrack that if it prove lawful prize, he's made for life.
I do not understand.
Faith, he's married.
To who?
Married to... Come, Captain, will you go?
Have with you.
Oh, look, another troop to search for you.
It is Brabantio, General. Be advised he comes to bad intent.
Holla! Stand there.
Down with him, thief!
You, Roderigo, come, sir, I am for you.
Keep up your bright swords, for the dew will rust them. Good senor, you shall more command with years than with your weapons.
O thou foul thief! Where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her. For I'll refer me to all things of sense, if she in chains of magic were not bound. Whether a maiden so tender, fair, and happy, so opposite to marriage that she shunned the wealthy curled darlings of our nation, would ever, to incur a general mock, run from her guardage to the city bosom of such a thing as thou, to fear and not to delight. Judge me the world if 'tis not gross incense that thou hast practiced on her with foul charms. abused her delicate youth with drugs and minerals that weaken motion. All hath disputed, 'tis most probable and palpable to thinking. I therefore apprehend and attach thee as an abuser of the world and a practicer of arts, inhibited and out of warrant. Lay hold of him. If he do resist, subdue him at his peril.
Hold! Both you of my inclining and the rest. Were it my cue to fight, I should have known it without a prompter. Where will you that I go to answer this your charge?
To prison, till such time of law and course of session call thee to answer for it.
And what if I do obey? How will the Duke be therewith satisfied, whose messengers are here about my side, upon some present business of the state to bring me to him?
'Tis true, most worthy signor. The Duke's in council, and your noble self, I'm sure, is sent for.
What? The Duke in session at this? Bring him along. Mine is not an idle cause. The Duke and all my brothers of state cannot help but feel this wrong as 'twere their very own. For if such actions shall have passage free, bond slaves and pagans will our statesmen be.
There is no composition in these news that gives them credit.
Indeed, they are disproportioned. My letters say 107 galleys.
Mine 140.
And mine 200. And yet do they all confirm a Turkish fleet and bearing up to Cyprus?
Nay, it is possible enough to judgment. I do not so secure me in the error, but the main article I do approve in fearful sense.
A messenger from the galleys.
How now, what's the business?
The Turkish preparation makes for roads. Size be reported to the state by Signor Angelo.
How make you by this change?
This cannot be by no essay of reason. 'Tis a pageant to keep us in a false gaze.
In all confidence, he's not for roads.
Here is more news. The Ottomites, steering with due course towards the Isle of Rhodes, have enjointed them there with an after fleet.
Aye, so I thought. How many as you read?
Of 30 sail. And now they do restem their backward course, bearing with frank appearance their purposes towards Cyprus. Signor Montano, your trusty and most valiant servitor, with his free duty recommends you thus, and prays you to relieve him.
In all certainty, he is for Cyprus.
Here comes Brabantio and the valiant Moor.
Valiant Othello, we must straight employ you against the general enemy, Ottoman. Oh, I did not see you. Welcome, gentle signor. We lacked your counsel and your help tonight.
So did I yours, good your grace. Pardon me. Neither my state nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed, nor doth the general care take hold of me. For my own particular grief is of so floodgate and o'erbearing in nature, that it engluts all other sorrows, and is still itself.
Why, what's the matter?
My daughter,
Dead?
aye, to me. She is abused, stolen from me, and corrupted by spells and medicines bought from mountebanks. For nature so to err, not being deficient, blind, or lame of sense, sans witchcraft could not.
Whoe'er he be that in this foul proceeding hath thus beguiled your daughter of herself, and you of her. The bloody book of law you shall yourself read in the bitter letter after your own sense, yea, though our proper son stood in your action.
Good your grace, I thank you. Here is the man, this Moor, whom your special mandate for state affairs hath brought hither.
What in your own part can you say to this?
Nothing, but it is so.
Most potent, grave, and reverend signors, my very noble and approved good masters, that I have taken away this old man's daughter, 'tis most true. True that I have married her. The very head and front of my offending hath this extent, no more. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with the soft phrase of peace. For since these arms of mine had 7 years' pith, till now some 9 moons wasted, they have used their dearest action in the tented field. Little of this great world can I speak more than pertains than feats of broil and battle. Therefore I do little grace to my cause in speaking for myself. But by your gracious patience, I will around unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What drugs, what charms, what conjuration, and what mighty magic I am proceeding charged withal. I won his daughter.
A maiden never so bold, of spirit so still and quiet that her motion blushed at herself. And she, in spite of nature, of years, of country, of credit, everything, to fall in love with what she feared to look on, 'tis judgment most maimed and most imperfect that would confess perfection so could err against all rules of nature, and must be driven to find out practices of cunning hell why this should be. I therefore vouch again that with some mixtures powerful o'er the blood, or some dram conjured to this effect, he wrought upon her.
To vouch this is no proof without more wider and more overt test than these thin habits and poor likelihoods of modern seeming do prefer against him.
But Othello, speak. Did you by indirect and forced courses subdue and poison this young maid's affections? Or came it by request, and such a fair question as soul to soul affordeth?
I do beseech you, send for the lady to the Sagittary. Let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul in her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Ancient, conduct them. You best know the place. Until she come, as truly as to heaven, I do confess the vices of my blood. So justly to your grave ears, I will present how I did thrive in this fair lady's love, and she in mine.
Say it, Othello.
Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life. From year to year, the battles, sieges, wages that I have passed. I ran it through, even from my boyish days to the very moment he bade me tell it, wherein I spoke of most disastrous chances, of moving accidents of flood and field, of hairbreadth scapes in the imminent deadly breach, of being taken by the insolent foe and sold into slavery, of my redemption thence, importance to my travels, and of antries and deserts was my hand to speak, and of rough rocks and quarries and hills that do touch heaven, and of the cannibals who each other eat, and the anthropophagi, and the men whose heads do touch heaven. This to hear, would Desdemona seriously incline, which I, observing, took once a pliant hour to draw from her in earnest prayer. I often did beguile her of her tears when I spoke of some distressful stroke that my youth had suffered. My story being done, she gave thanks. 'Twas strange. 'Twas passing strange. 'Twas pitiful. 'Twas wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, and yet she wished that God had made her such a man. And she told me that if I had a friend that loved her, I need only teach him how to tell my story, and that would woo her. Upon this hint I spake. She loved me for the dangers that I had passed, and I loved her for that she did pity them. This is the only witchcraft that I have used. Here comes the lady. Let her witness it.
I think this tale would win my daughter too. Good Brabantio, take up this mangled matter at the best. Men do their broken weapons rather use in their bare hands.
I pray you, hear her speak. If she confess to be half the wooer, destruction on my head, if my bad blame light on the man. Come hither, gentle mistress. Do you perceive in all this noble company where thou most dost owe obedience?
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you, I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the lord of duty. I am, hitherto, your daughter. But here's my husband, and so much duty as my mother showed to you, preferring you before her father, so much I challenge that I may profess due to the Moor, my lord.
God be with you. I pray you, good your grace, on to the state affairs. I had rather adopt a child than beget it. Come hither, Moor. I hereby give thee with all my heart that but which thou already hast. With all my heart I would keep from thee. For your sake, Jewel, I am glad at soul I have no other child. For your escape would teach me tyranny to hang clogs on them. I have done. Your grace, please proceed to the affairs of state.
The Turk with the most mighty preparation makes for Cyprus. Othello, the fortitude of the place is best known to you, and though we have their substitute of most allowed sufficiency, yet opinion, a sovereign mistress of effects, throws a more safer voice on you. You must therefore be content to slubber the gloss of your new fortunes with this more stubborn and boisterous expedition.
The tyrant custom, most grave senators, have made the steel and flinty couch of war my thrice-driven bed of down. I acknowledge a natural and prompt alacrity I find in hardness, and do undertake these present wars against the Ottomites. Most humbly, bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife, with all the accommodation besort with levels of her breeding.
Why at her father's?
I'll not have it so.
Nor I.
Nor I. I would not there reside to put my father in impatient thoughts by being in his eye. Most gracious Duke, to my unfolding lend your prosperous ear, and let me find a charter in your voice to assist my simpleness.
What would you, Desdemona?
But I did love the Moor to live with him. My downright violence and storm of fortunes may trumpet to the world. My heart subdued, even to the very quality of my lord. I saw Othello's visage in his mind, and to his honors and his valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate. So that, dear lords, if I be left behind, a moth of peace, and he go to the war, the rights for which I love him are bereft me, and I a heavy interim shall support by his dear absence. Oh, let me go with him.
Let her have your voices. Vouch with me, heaven. Therefore I beg it not to please the palate of my appetite, nor to comply with heat, the young affects in me defunct, in proper satisfaction, but to be free and bounteous to her mind. And heaven defend your good souls, if you think your great and serious business scant, for she is with me. No. When light-winged toys, a feathered cupid, seal with wanton dullness my speculative and officed instruments, and taint my business, let housewives make a skillet of my helm.
Be it as you shall privately determine, either for her stay or going. The affair cries haste, and speed must answer it.
You must away tonight.
With all my heart.
At 9 a.m, here we'll meet again. Othello, leave some officer behind, and he will our commission bring to you, with such things else of quality and respect as doth import you.
So please it your grace, my ancient, a man he is of honest and trust. To his conveyance, I sign my wife, with whatever else your good grace think to be brought after me.
Let it be so. Good night to everyone. And gentle Signor, if virtue no delighted beauty lack, your son-in-law is far more fair than black.
Adieu, brave Moor. Use Desdemona well.
Look to her more, if thou hast eyes to see. She hath deceived her father, and made thee.
My life upon her faith! Honest Iago, my Desdemona must I leave thee. I prithee, let thy wife attend to her, and bring them both after in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, worldly matters, and direction to spend with thee. We must obey the time.
Iago,
What sayest thou, noble heart?
what will I do, thinkst thou?
Why, go to bed and sleep.
I will incontently drown myself.
If thou dost, I shall never love thee after. Why, thou silly gentleman?
It is silliness to live, when to live is torment. You know, have we a prescription to die, when death is our physician.
Oh, villainous. I have looked upon the earth for 4 times 7 years, and since I could distinguish betwixt a benefit and an injury, I never found man who knew how to love himself.
What should I do? I confess, it is my shame to be so fond, but it's not within my virtue to amend it.
Virtue, a fig. 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. Our bodies are our gardens, to the which our wills are gardeners, so that if we will plant nettles or sow lettuce, why, the power and corrigible authority of that lies within our wills. If the balance of our lives had not one scale of reason to poise another of sensuality, the blood and baseness of our nature would conduct us to most preposterous conclusions. But we have reason to cool our carnal stings, our raging motions, our unbitted lusts. Of this which you call love, I take to be a sect or scion.
It cannot be.
It is merely a lust of the blood and a permission of the will. Come. Be a man. Drown thyself. Drown kittens and blind puppies. I have professed me thy friend, and confess me knit to thy deserving with cables of perdurable toughness. I could never better stead thee than now. Put money in thy purse. Follow thou the wars. Defeat thy favor with an usurped beard. I say, put money in thy purse. It cannot be that Desdemona should long continue her love for the Moor. Put money in thy purse. Nor he his to her. It was a violent commencement, and thou shalt see an answerable sequestration. Put but money in thy purse. These Moors are changeable in their wills. Fill thy purse with money. She must have change for youth. When she is sated with his body, she will find the error of her choice. She must have change. She must. Therefore, put money in thy purse. If thou wilt needs damn thyself, do it a more delicate way than drowning. Make all the money thou canst. If sanctimony and a frail vow between an erring barbarian and a super subtle Venetian be not too hard for my wit and all the tribe of hell, thou shalt enjoy her. Therefore, make money. A pox of drowning thyself, it is clean out of the way.
Will you be fast to my hopes if I depend upon the issue?
You are sure of me. I have told thee often, and I retell thee again and again, I hate the Moor. My cause is hearted, thine hath no less deserving. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge. If thou canst cuckold him, thou dost thyself a pleasure, me a sport. There are many events in the womb of time, Roderigo, that will be delivered. Go, provide thy money. We'll have more of this tomorrow. Adieu.
Where will we meet in the morning?
At my lodging.
I'll be with thee betimes.
Yeah, farewell, go to. Do you hear, Roderigo?
What say you?
No more of drowning. Do you hear?
I am changed. I'll go sell all my land.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. For I mine own gained knowledge should profane that I would time expend with such a snipe, but for my profit and sport. I hate the Moor. And 'tis thought abroad that twixt my sheets he has done my office. I know not if it be true, but for mere suspicion in the kind, I will do as if for surety. He holds me well, the better shall my purpose work on him. And Cassio's a proper man, let me see now. To get his place and to plume up my will in double knavery, how? How? Let's see. After some time, to abuse Othello's ear that he is too familiar with his wife. He hath a person and a smooth dispose to be suspected, framed to make women false, and the Moor is of an open, trusting nature that thinks men honest that but seem to be so. and may as tenderly be led by the nose as asses are. I have it. 'Tis engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
What from the cape can you discern at sea?
Nothing at all. It is a high-wrought flood. I cannot twixt the heaven and the main descry a sail.
Methinks the wind has spoke aloud at land. A fuller blast never shook our battlements. What shall we hear of this?
A segregation of the Turkish fleet. For to but stand upon the foaming shore, the chidden billow seems to pelt the clouds.
If that the Turkish fleet be not unsheltered and in bathe, they are drowned. It is impossible they bear it out.
News, lads! Our wars are done. The desperate tempest has so banged the Turks that their designment fails. A noble ship of Venice has seen a grievous wreck and sufferance on most part of their fleet.
How? Is this true?
The ship is here put in, a Veronessa. Michael Cassio, lieutenant to the warlike Moor Othello, has come on shore. The Moor himself at sea, and is in full commission here for Cyprus.
I'm glad on it. 'Tis a worthy governor.
But this same Cassio, though he speak comfort touching the Turkish loss, yet he looks sadly and prays the Moor be safe, for they were parted with foul and violent tempest.
Pray heaven he be, for I've served him, and the man commands like a full soldier. Let's to the seaside, as well to see the vessel that's come in as to throw out our eyes for brave Othello.
Come, let's do so, for every minute is expectancy of more arrivants.
Thanks you, the valiant of this warlike isle, who so approved the Moor. Oh, let the heavens give him defense against the elements, for I have lost him on a dangerous sea.
Is he well shipped?
His bark is stoutly timbered, his pilot a very expert and approved allowance. So, therefore, my hopes not surfeited to death. Stand in bold cure.
A sail! A sail!
What noise?
The town is empty. On the brow of the sea stand ranks of people who cry a sail.
Oh, my hopes do shape him for the governor.
They do discharge their shot of courtesy. Our friends, at least.
Go, see to the news and bring truth who 'tis that has arrived.
I shall.
But, good lieutenant, is your general wived?
Oh, most fortunately, he hath achieved and made that paragon's description and wild's fame, that one that excels the quirks of blazoning pens, and in the essential vesture of creation does tire the engineer. How now? Who has put in?
'Tis one Iago, ancient to the general.
He has made very good and happy speed. Tempests themselves, high seas, and howling winds do omit their mortal natures as having sense of beauty, letting go safely by the divine Desdemona.
What is she?
She that I spake of, our great captain's captain. She was in the conduct of the bold Iago. Her footing here anticipates our thoughts a senate's speed. Great Jove, Othello guard, and you may swell his great sail with thine own powerful breath, so that he may bless this bay with his tall ship, make love's quick pants in Desdemona's arms, reignite the fires of our extincted spirits, and bring peace to all of Cyprus. Oh, behold, the riches of the ship have come ashore. Ye men of Cyprus, give her your knees. Hail to thee, lady, and of the heavens, before, behind, and on every hand, and wheel thee round.
I thank you, valiant Cassio. But what tidings can you tell me of my lord?
I do not know, nor do I know aught that he is well and he shall be here soon.
Oh, but I fear, how lost you company?
The great contention of the seas and skies parted our fellowship. But hark, a sail.
They give their greeting to the citadel. This likewise a friend.
See to the news. Good ancient, welcome. Welcome, mistress. Do not let it gall your patience, good Iago, that I show my manners here. 'Tis in my breeding that gives this bold show of courtesy.
Oh, sir, if she would give you as much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows upon me, you'll have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
Faith, too much. I find it still when I have list to sleep. And I grant before your ladyship that I think she puts her tongue a little in her heart and chides with thinking.
You have little cause to say so.
Come on, come on. You are pictures out of doors, bells in your parlors, wildcats in your kitchens, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your housewifery, and huswives in your beds.
Fie upon thee, slanderer.
Nay, it is true, or else I am a Turk. You rise to play and go to bed to work.
So you will not write my praise.
Nay, let me not.
But what praise couldst thou bestow upon a deserving woman indeed? One that, in the authority of her merit, is justly put on the vouch of very malice itself.
She that was ever fair, but never proud, had tongue at will, and yet was never loud. She that being angered, her revenge being nigh, bid her wrong stay, and her displeasure fly. She that could think, and ne'er speak her mind, see suitors following, and not look behind. This was a wight, if such wight were.
To do what?
To suckle fools and chronicle small beer.
Oh, most lame and impotent conclusion. And do not learn of him, Amelia, though he be thy husband. What say you, Cassio? Is he not a most profane and liberal counselor?
He speaks of home, madam. You may relish him more as the soldier than as the scholar.
He takes her by the palm. Ah, yes, whisper. With as little a web as this will I ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. Ah, yes, smile upon her. I will jive you in your courtship. You say 'tis true, 'tis so indeed. If such tricks as these strip you out of your lieutenantry, it would have been better you had not kissed your 3 fingers so oft. The Moor! I know his trumpet.
'Tis truly so.
Oh, let's meet him and receive him.
Lo, where he comes.
My fair warrior.
My dear Othello.
Oh, it gives me wonder as great as my content to see you here before me. Oh, my soul's joy. If after every tempest it comes such calms, then may the winds blow till they've wakened death. And may those laboring bark climb hills of seas Olympus high and duck again beneath hells from heaven. For it now to die would be most happy. For I fear that my soul hath her content so absolute that not another comfort succeeds in an unknown fate.
The heavens forbid, but that our loves and comfort should increase even as our days do grow.
Amen to that, sweet powers. Oh, I cannot speak enough of this content. It stops me here. It is too much joy. And this is the greatest discord that e'er our hearts shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now. But I'll lay down the pegs to make this music, as honest as I am.
Come, friends, let us to the castle. News. Our wars are done. The Turks are drowned. How does my acquaintance at this isle? Honey, you will be well desired at Cyprus. I have found great love amongst them. Oh, but I prattle out of fashion and I dote upon my own comforts. Iago, I pray thee, go to the docks and disembark my coffers, and bring the master to the citadel. He is a good one, and his worthiness doth challenge much respect. Come, Desdemona, once more, well met at Cyprus.
Come hither. If thou beest valiant, as they say base men being in love, have in their natures a nobility more than is native to them, list me. The lieutenant tonight watches for the court of guard. But I must first tell thee this. Desdemona is directly in love with him.
With him? Why, 'tis not possible.
Lay thy finger thus, and let thy soul be instructed. Mark me, with what violence she did first love the Moor, but for bragging and telling her fantastical lies. Her eye must be fed, and what delight shall she have to look upon the devil? When the blood is made dull by the act of sport, there should be again to inflame it, and to give satiety a fresh appetite. Loveliness in favor, sympathy in years, beauties, manners, all of which the Moor is defective in. Now, for want of these required conveniences, her delicate tenderness will find itself abused and begin to heave the gorge, disrelish and abhor the Moor. Very nature will instruct her in it and compel her to some second choice. Now, this given, as it is a most pregnant and unforced imposition, who stands so eminent in the degree of this fortune as does Cassio? Besides, the knave is handsome, young, and hath all those requisites that folly and green minds look after.
I cannot believe it in her. She is full of the most blessed condition.
Blessed fig's end. The wine she drinks is made of grapes. Had she been blessed, she never would have loved the Moor. Didst thou not see how she paddled with the palm of his hand? Didst not mark that?
Yes, that I did, but that was but courtesy.
Lechery by this hand. 'Twas an index and obscure prologue of the history of lust and foul thoughts. They met so near with their lips that their breaths embraced together. Villainous thoughts, Roderigo. But be you ruled by me. I have brought you from Venice. Look you tonight for the watch. I'll put it on you. Cassio knows you not. I'll not be far from you. Do you find some occasion to anger him, either by speaking too loudly or tainting his discipline, or whichever means you please?
Well?
Oh, sir, he is very rash and sudden in choler, and may happily strike at thee.
Ow.
Provoke him that he may, for even out of this will I get these of Cyprus to mutiny, whose qualification shall come into no true taste again, but by the displanting of Cassio. So shall you have a shorter journey to your desires, with the means which I shall then have to prefer them, and the impediment most profitably removed, without the which there were no expectation of our prosperity.
I will do this, if you can bring it to any opportunity.
Meet me by and by at the citadel. I must fetch his necessaries ashore. Adieu.
Adieu.
That Cassio loves her, I do well believe it. That she loves him, 'tis apt and of great credit. And the more, howbeit I endure him not, is of an open, loving, noble nature, and I dare think may prove to Desdemona a most dear husband. Now, I do love her too, not out of absolute lust, though peradventure I stand accountant for as great a sin, but partly led to diet my revenge. For that I do suspect the lusty Moor hath leapt into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my inwards, and nothing can or shall content my soul until I am evened with him, wife for wife. or failing so, that I at least put the Moor into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure. Which thing to do for this poor trash of Venice, whom I trash for his quick hunting stand the putting on. I'll have our Michael Cassio on the hip. Abuse him to the Moor in the rank garb, for I do fear Cassio with my nightcap too. And make the Moor thank me, love me, reward me for making him egregiously an ass and practicing on his peace and quiet, even to madness. 'Tis here, but yet confused. Knavery's plain face is never seen till used.
It is Othello's pleasure, our noble and valiant general, that upon certain tidings now arrived, importing the mere perdition of the Turkish fleet, every man puts himself into triumph. Some to dance, some to make bonfires, each man to what sport and revels his inclination leads him. For besides these beneficial news, it is a celebration of his nuptial. So much was his pleasure should be proclaimed. All offices are open, and there is full liberty of feasting from this present hour of 5 till the bell have tolled 11. Heaven bless the Isle of Cyprus and our noble general Othello.
Michael, look you to the guard tonight. Let's teach ourselves that honorable stop not to outsport discretion.
Iago hath direction on what to do, but notwithstanding, with my personal eye, I'll see to it.
Iago is most honest. Michael, good night. Tomorrow at your earliest, let me have speech with you. Come, Desdemona. The purchase has been made, the fruits are to ensue. The profit's yet to come between me and you.
Welcome, Iago. We must to the watch.
Not this hour, Lieutenant. 'Tis not yet 10 of the clock. Our general has thus cast us early for love of his Desdemona, whom let us not therefore blame. He hath not yet made wanton the night with her, and she is sport for Jove.
She is a most exquisite lady.
And I warrant, fun of game.
Indeed, she is a very delicate and fresh creature.
What an eye she hath! Methinks it sounds a parley of provocation.
Indeed, an inviting eye, and methinks right modest.
And when she sings, is it not an alarum to love?
She is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, good lieutenant, I have here about a stoup of wine and a brace of Cyprus gallants who would fain have a measure to the health of Black Othello.
No, not tonight, Iago. I have very poor and unhappy brains for drinking, and I would ask that you bring courtesy of some other custom of entertainment.
But they are our friends. But one drink. I'll drink for you.
I have had but one drink tonight, and that was craftily qualified too. And my, what innovation it brings here. I am very delicate in the infirmity, and do not dare ask my weakness for another.
'Tis a night of revels. The gallants desire it.
Where are they?
They're here about the door. I pray, let them in.
Fine, I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
If I can fashion but one drink upon him, with that which he hath drunk tonight already, he'll be as full of quarrel and offense as my mistress's dog. Now, my sick fool Roderigo, whom love hath turned almost the wrong side out, he tonight to Desdemona hath caroused potations pottle deep, and he's to watch. 3 lads of Cyprus, noble, swelling spirits who keep their honors at a wary distance, the very essence of this warlike isle, have I tonight flustered with flowing cups, and they watch too. Now, amongst this flock of drunkards, am I to put our Michael Cassio in some action that will offend the isle? But here he comes.
For God, they have given me rouse already.
Good faith, a little one. Not past a pint as I am a soldier.
A drink!
For God, a song.
Now let me the cannikin clink, clink. Let me the cannikin clink. A soldier's a man, oh man's life's but a span. Why not let a soldier drink? Come on! Now let me the cannikin clink, clink. Let me the cannikin clink. A soldier's a man, oh man's life's but a span. Why not let a soldier drink?
For God, an excellent song!
I learned that one in England, where they are most potent in poting. Your Dane, your German, your swag-bellied Hollander are nothing to your English.
Is your Englishman so expert
Why,
in
he
his drinking?
drinks with facility.
Oh.
Your Dane, dead drunk. He sweats not to overthrow your German, and your Hollander, he gives a vomit ere the next bottle can be filled.
Well, to the health of our general.
I am for it, Lieutenant, and I'll do you justice.
Oh. Well, enough of this. We must back to our business. I am drunk. This is my ancient. He is my right hand. And this is my left. Do not say that I am drunk now, for I can stand well enough and speak well enough.
Excellent, well.
Therefore, do not say that I am drunk.
Come to the platform, masters. Let's set the watch.
You see this fellow that has gone before. He is a soldier, fit to stand next to Caesar and give direction. But do see his infirmity, I fear the trust Othello puts him in. On some odd occasion of his infirmity may shake this fair isle.
But is he often thus?
'Tis evermore the prologue to his sleep.
It were well the general would put in mind of it. Perhaps he sees it not, or his good nature prizing the virtue which appears in Cassio, looks not in his evils.
Roderigo, after the lieutenant, go.
And 'tis a great pity that the noble Moor should hazard such a place as his own second, with one of an ingraft infirmity. It were an honest action to say so to the Moor.
Oh, not I, for this fair isle. For I do love Michael Cassio well, and would do much to see him cured of this evil.
Help!
But what noise is this?
Help!
You
Help!
rogue!
Help!
You
Help!
rascal!
Help!
What is the matter, Lieutenant? Knave, teach me my duty. I'll beat the knave into a twig and bottle.
Beat me!
Dost thou prate, rogue?
Oh, I pray you, good sir lieutenant, hold your hand.
Let me go, sir. I'll knock you o'er the mazzard.
Oh, come, you're drunk.
Drunk? Go out and cry a mutiny! Nay, good
I'm
lieutenant.
drunk.
Montano, gentlemen! Hold, help, masters! Nay, good lieutenant. Montano, sir! Hold, the town will rise! Nay, good lieutenant, you will be shamed forever!
What is the matter here?
Zoons, I bleed still. I'm hurt to the death. But he died.
Hold for your lives!
Hold, lieutenant, sir. Montano, gentlemen, have you forgot all sense of place and duty? Hold, your general speaks to you. Hold for shame.
Why, how now? From whence ariseth this? Are we turned Turks? and do ourselves what God hath forbid the Ottomites. Oh, Christian shame, put on by this barbarous brawl. He that stirs next to carve his own rage makes his soul light. He dies by this motion. Silence that dreadful bell! Disrupts the isle from its propriety. Speak, masters. What is the matter? Honest Iago, who looks dead with grieving, speak. Who began this?
I do not know. All friends, but now, even now, as if some planet had unwitted men, swords out, thrusting at one another's breast in opposition bloody. I cannot speak any beginning to this peevish odds.
How comes it, Michael, that you are thus forgot?
Pardon me, sir. I cannot speak.
Worthy Montano, you were wont to be civil. The gravity and stillness of your youth the world hath noted, and your name is great in the mouths of the wisest censure. How is it that you unlace your reputation thus, and spend the rich opinion of your name for night brawler? Speak!
Worthy Othello, I am hurt to the danger. Your officer Iago can inform you, while I spare speech of something that I know. Nor know I aught by me that's said or done amiss this night, unless self-charity be a vice, and it be a sin to defend ourselves when violence assails us.
Now, by heaven, my blood begins my safer guides to rule. And passion, having my best judgment collied, essays to lead the way. If I once stir, or but raise this arm, the best of you shall sink in my rebuke. Give me to know how this foul rout began. What put it on? What, in a town of war? And in the guard of public safety? 'Tis monstrous. Honest Iago, how did it begin?
If partially fined or leagued in justice, thou dost deliver more or less than truth. Thou art no soldier.
Touch me not so near. I had rather have this tongue cut from my mouth than it should do offense to Michael Cassio. But I convince myself to speak the truth should nothing wrong him. Thus it is, General, Montano and myself here being in speech, when we heard this fellow crying for help, and Cassio following with determined sword to execute upon him. Sir, this gentleman steps into him to entreat his pause. The crying fellow I myself did pursue, lest by his clamor, as it so fell out, the town might fall in fright. But he, quick of pace, outran my purpose. And I returned the while, for that I heard the clink and fall of swords, and Cassio high in oath, which before tonight I might ne'er say before. When I came back, for this was brief, I found them close together at thrust and blow, even as again they were when you yourself did part them. More of this matter cannot I report, but men are men. The best sometimes forget. And though 'tis certain that Cassio did do him some little wrong, though surely Cassio received from him that fled some strange indignity that patience could not pass.
Iago, I know that thy honesty and love doth mince this matter, making it light to Cassio. Cassio, I love thee. but nevermore be officer of mine. Look, if my love not be raised up, I'll make thee an example.
What's the matter, dear?
All's well now, sweeting. Come away to bed. Sir, for your hurts, I myself shall be your surgeon. Lead him off. Iago, look about the town. Silence those who this vile brawl distracted. Come, Desdemona. 'Tis a soldier's life to have balmy slumbers waked with strife.
How now, Lieutenant? Are you hurt?
Aye. Past all surgery.
Mary, God forbid.
Reputation. 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 I have lost my reputation. I've lost the only immortal part of myself, and all that remains is bestial. Reputation, Iago! My reputation.
As I am an honest man, I thought you had received some bodily hurt. There's more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is a most false and idle imposition, oft got without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation unless you repute yourself such a loser. There are ways to win the Moor again. You are now but cast in his mood, a punishment more in policy than in malice. Sue to him again and he's yours.
I would rather sue to despise myself than to deceive so good a command with so slight, so drunken, so indiscreet an officer. Drunk? O invisible spirit of wine, if thou hast no name to be known by, let us call thee devil!
Lieutenant, what was he that you followed with your sword? What did he do to you?
I know not.
Is it possible?
I remember a mass of things, but nothing distinctly. A quarrel, but nothing wherefore. Oh, that men should put an enemy in their mouths to steal away their brains and transform ourselves into beasts.
Well, you are now well enough. How came you thus recovered?
It has pleased the devil drunkenness to give place to the devil wrath. See one unperfectness inside myself to make me, frankly, despise myself.
Come, you are too severe a moralist.
I will ask for my place again, and he shall call me a drunkard. A sensible man now, by and by a fool, and presently a beast. Oh, strange that every inordinate cup is unblessed, and the ingredient, a devil.
Good wine is a good familiar creature if it be well used. Proclaim no more against it. And, Lieutenant, I think you think I love you.
Oh, I approve it, sir. I, drunk.
You or any man may be drunk at a time. I will tell you what you shall do. Our general's wife is now the general. Confess yourself freely to her. Importune her help to put you in your place again. For she is so kind, so apt, so free, so blessed a disposition that she finds it a vice in her goodness not to do more than she is requested. This broken joint between you and her husband, importune her help to splinter. And my fortunes against any lay worth naming, this crack of your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
You advise me well.
I do protest in the sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I accept it freely. And betimes in the morning, I will to the virtuous Desdemona have her undertake for me. I am desperate if my fortunes should check me here.
You are in the right. Well, Good night, Lieutenant. I must to the watch.
Good night, Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice is free I give, and honest, probable to thinking, and indeed the course to win the Moor again. 'Tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She is framed as fortunate as the free elements, and for her to win the Moor, were it be to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin, his soul is so infettered to her love that she may make, unmake, do as she list, even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How am I then a villain? To counsel Cassio to this parallel course directly to his good. Divinity of hell. When devils will the blackest sins put on, they do at first suggest with heavenly shows, as I do now. For whiles this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly with the Moor, I'll pour this pestilence in his ear, that she repeals him for her body's lust. And as she strives to do him good, she will undo her credit with the Moor. And so will I turn her virtue into pitch, and of her goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. Ooh. How now, Roderigo?
My money is almost spent. I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled. And I think the issue will be I will have so much experience for my pains. And so, with no money at all, and little more wit, I return again to Venice.
How poor are they that have not patience? What wound did ever heal but by degrees? Come, does it not go well? Cassio hath beaten thee, and thou, by that small injury, hast cashiered Cassio. Content thyself a while. Oh, by the mast 'tis morning. Pleasure and action do make the hours seem short. Retire thee. Go to where thou art billeted. Away, I say, we'll have more of this in the morning. Nay, get thee gone.
Yeah.
Two things are to be done. My wife, for Cassio, must sue to her mistress. I'll put her on. Myself, the while, to draw the Moor apart and bid him jump when he may Cassio find soliciting his wife. Aye, that's the way. Dull, not device by coldness and delay.
In happy time, Iago.
You have not been abed then?
Why, no. The day had broke before we parted. I have made bold, Iago, to send in to your wife. My suit to her is that she will to the virtuous Desdemona procure me some access.
I'll send her to you straight. And I'll find some means to draw the Moor apart so that your converse and business may be more free.
I humbly thank you for it. I never knew a Florentine more kind and honest.
Good morrow, good lieutenant. I'm sorry for your displeasure, but all will sure be well. The general and his wife are talking of it, and she speaks for you stoutly. The Moor replies that he who you heard is of great fame in Cyprus and great affinity, and that in wholesome wisdom he needs not but refuse you. He does protest that he loves you, and needs no other suitor to his liking to take the safest occasion in the front and bring you in again.
Yet, I beseech you, if you think fit or that it will be done, give advantage to me of some brief discourse with Desdemona alone.
I pray you come in. I will bestow you where you have time to speak your bosom freely.
I am much bound to you.
These letters Iago give to the pilot, and by him do my duties to the Senate. That done, I'll be walking on the works. Repair there to me.
Well, my good lord, I'll do it.
This fortification, gentlemen, shall we see to it?
We wait upon your lordship.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all my abilities on thy behalf.
Good madam, do. I warrant it grieves my husband as though the case were his.
Oh, that's an honest fellow. Do not doubt, Cassio, but that I shall have my lord and you again as friendly as you were.
Bounteous madam, whatever shall become of Michael Cassio, he is never anything but your true servant.
I know it. I thank you. You do love my lord, you have known him long, and be you well assured he shall in strangeness stand no further off than in a polite distance.
Aye, but lady, that policy may only last so long, or feed upon such nice and waterish diet, or breed itself so into circumstance that I being gone and my place supplied, my general will forget my love and service.
Oh, do not fear that. Before Amelia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, if I do vow friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame and talk him out of patience. His bed shall seem a school, his board a shrift. I'll intermingle everything he does with Cassio's suit. Therefore be merry, Cassio, for thy solicitor shall rather die than give thy cause away.
Good madam, here comes my lord.
Oh, madam, I must take my leave now.
Why, stay and hear me speak.
Not now, madam. I am very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes.
Well, do your discretion.
Huh. I like not that.
What dost thou say?
Just that if... nothing, my lord.
Was not that Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio, my lord, no. I should not think it so that he would steal away so guilty-like seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he.
How now, my lord? I have been talking with a suitor here, a man that languishes in your displeasure.
And who is it you mean?
Why, your lieutenant, Cassio. Good, my lord, if I have any grace or power to move you, his present reconciliation take, for if he be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment in an honest face. I prithee, call him back.
Went he hence now?
I, sooth, so humbled that he hath left part of his grief with me to suffer with him. Good love, call him back.
Not now, Desdemona, some other time.
For shall be shortly.
The sooner, sweet, for you.
Shall be tonight
No,
at supper.
not tonight.
Tomorrow dinner then?
I shall not dine at home. I meet the captains at the citadel.
Why then, tomorrow night. On Tuesday morn, on Tuesday noon, or night, on Wednesday morn, I prithee name the time. But let it not exceed 3 days. In faith, he's penitent, and yet his trespass in our common reason, except that they say the wars must make examples at their best, it's not almost a fault to incur a private check. When shall he come? Tell me, Othello. I wonder in my soul what you would ask me, that I should deny or stand so mammering on? What? Michael Cassio, who came a-wooing with you, and so many a time when I have spoke of you dispraisingly has taken your part. To have so much ado to bring him in, by lady, I could do
Prithee, no more. Let him come when he will. I will deny thee nothing.
Why? This is not a boon. 'Tis as I should entreat you wear your gloves, or feed on nourishing dishes, or keep you warm, or suit you to do some peculiar profit to your own person. Nay, when I have a suit, when I mean to touch your love, indeed I shall be full of poise and difficult weight, and fearful to be granted.
I will deny thee nothing, wherein I do beseech thee this, but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you? No. Farewell, my lord.
Farewell, Desdemona.
Amelia, come. Be as your fancies teach you. Whate'er you be, I am obedient.
Ah, excellent wretch. Perdition catch my soul. But I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos is come again.
My noble lord,
What dost thou say, Iago?
did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for satisfaction of a thought, no further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think they had been acquainted.
Oh, yes, and came between us very oft.
Indeed.
Indeed. Aye, indeed. Discernest thou aught in that? Is he not honest?
Honest, my lord.
Aye, honest, aye.
My lord, for aught I know.
What dost thou think?
Think, my lord.
Think, my lord. By heaven, thou echo me, as if thou had some monster in thy thought too hideous to be shown. Thou dost mean something. I heard thee say even now that thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What didst thou not like? And when I told thee that he was of my counsel throughout my whole course of wooing, thou criedest indeed, as if thou had shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. If thou dost love me, show me your thoughts.
My lord, you know I love you.
I think thou does. And because I know that thou art full of love and honesty, and weighest thou thought before giving them breath, therefore these stops of thine frighten me the more. For a false and disloyal knave, they are tricks of custom. But for a man who's just, they are close dilations, working from the heart, which passion cannot rule.
I dare be sworn that Cassio's honest.
I think so too.
Men should be what they seem, or those that seem not what they might seem none.
Certain, men should be what they seem.
Why then, I think Michael Cassio's an honest man.
Nay, nay, yet there's more in this. I prithee, let me know thy thinkings. As thou dost ruminate, give me thy worst of thoughts, the worst of words.
My lord, I do beseech you, though I am bound to every act and duty, I am not bound to that which all slaves are free to. Utter my thoughts? Why say they are vile and false? As whereas that palace whereunto foul things sometimes intrude not, who has a breast so pure, where some uncleanly apprehensions keep court in law days and in sessions sit with meditations lawful?
Thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago, if thou thinkest him wronged, and makest ear a stranger to thy thoughts.
My lord, I perchance am vicious in my guess, as though I do confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and oft my jealousy shapes faults that are not. Would your wisdom, then, from one who so imperfectly conceits, would take no notice, nor build yourself a trouble out of his scattered and unsure observance? It were not for your good, nor your quiet, nor my manhood, honesty, or wisdom to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean?
Good name in man and woman, good my lord, is the immediate jewel of their souls. He who steals from me my purse steals trash. 'Tis something, nothing, 'twas mine, 'tis his, and has been slave to thousands. But he that filches from me my good name robs me of that which not enriches him and makes me poor indeed.
By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts.
You cannot. Were my heart in your hand, nor shall not, whilst 'tis in my custody. Oh, beware, my lord, of jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster which doth mock the meat it feeds on. That cuckold lives in bliss, who certain of his fate loves not his wronger, but oh, what damned in minutes tells he o'er, who dotes, yet doubts, suspects, yet strongly loves.
Misery.
Poor and content is rich, and rich enough. But riches fineless is as poor as winter to he that ever fears he shall be poor. O heaven and the souls of all my tribe defend from jealousy.
Why? Why is this? Thinkest thou I'd make a life of jealousy and follow the still changes of the moon with fresh suspicions? No. To be once in doubt is once to be resolved. Exchange me for a goat when I turn the business of my soul to such exsufflicate and blown surmises matching thy inference. 'Tis not to make me jealous to say that my wife is fair and feeds well, is free and merry, and sings and plays and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor shall I fear or doubt her revolt, for she had eyes, and she chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt, and when I doubt, I'll prove, and on the proof, there's no more but this: away at once with love or jealousy.
I am glad of this, for now I shall have reason to show you the love and duty which I bear you with franker spirit. So, as I am thus bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. Wear your eyes thus, not jealous nor secure. I would not have your free and open nature out of self-bounty be abused. But look to it, for I do know our country disposition well. In Venice, they do let God see the pranks that they dare not show their husbands. Their best conscience is not to leave it undone, but keep it unknown.
Dost thou think so?
She did deceive her father, marrying you. And when she did seem to shake and fear your looks, she loved them the most.
And so, she did.
Aye, there's the point. Oh, she that seeming so young could give out such a seeming to block her father's eyes up close as oak, that he thought was witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I do beseech your pardon for too much loving you.
I am bound to thee forever.
My lord, I see that this has a little upset your spirits.
No, not a jot, not a jot.
Your faith, I fear it has. I hope you consider that what is spoke comes from my love. But I do see you are moved. I am to pray you not to strain my words to grosser issue, nor to further reach than to suspicion.
I will not.
Should you do so, my lord, my words would fall into such vile success that my thoughts aim not at. Cassio is my worthy friend. My lord, I see you are moved.
No. No, not much moved. I do not think but that Desdemona is honest.
Well, long live she so, and long live you to think so.
And yet, how nature erring from itself.
Aye, that's the point, as to be bold with you, not to affect many proposed matches of her own clime, complexion, and degree, as in all things we see nature tends. For one may smell in such a will foul disposition, thoughts unnatural. But I do beseech you, I do not in position distinctly speak of her, though I do fear her will, recoiling to her better judgment, may fall to match you with her country forms and happily repent.
Farewell. Farewell. If thou dost perceive more, let me know more. I prithee, set thy wife to observe her. Leave me, Iago.
My lord, I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature no doubt knows more, much more, than he unfolds.
My lord, I would I might beseech your honor to scan this thing no further. Leave it to time. Though it be proper that Cassio should have his place, for indeed he fills it up with great ability, though if you please, hold him off a while, for by that you shall perceive him and his means. And note, should your lady strain his entertainment with any strong or vehement importunity, much may be seen in that. In the meantime, let me be thought too busy in my fears, for were the cause to fear I have, I am, and hold her free.
Fear not my government.
I once more take my leave.
This fellow is of exceeding honesty, and follows all dealings with a learned spirit of the human condition. She's gone. I am abused, and my relief must me to loathe her. Oh, curse of marriage, that we can call these delicate creatures ours, but not their appetites. I had rather be a toad and feed upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep that I love in a corner for others' uses. Yet, 'tis the plague of great ones. 'Tis destiny unshunnable, like death. Even now, that forked plague faces us when we do quicken. Look, there she comes. If she be false, then heaven mocks itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear Othello? Your dinner and the generous islanders by you invited to attend your presence.
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain in my forehead here.
Faith, that's with watching. 'Twill away again. Let me bind it hard. Within the hour it will be well.
Your napkin is too little. Let it go.
I am very sorry that you are not well.
I'm glad that I have found this napkin. It was her first remembrance from the Moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it. But she so loves the token. He conjured her that she should ever keep it, so she reserves it about her to kiss and to talk to. I'll have the work taken out and give it to Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I. I nothing but to please his fantasy.
How now? What do you here alone?
Do not you chide. I have a thing for you.
A thing for me. 'Tis a common thing.
Huh?
To have a foolish wife.
Oh, is that all? Well, what will you give me now for the same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief? Why, that which the Moor first gave Desdemona, that you have so often bid me to steal.
Hast stolen it from her?
Faith, no, she let it drop by negligence, and I, to the advantage of being there, took it up. Look, here it is.
A good wench. Give it me.
What will you do with it that you have been so earnest as to have me filch it?
Why, what's that to you?
Well, if it be not for some purpose of import, give it me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she lacks it.
Be not a known on it. I have a use for it. Go, leave me. I'll lose this napkin in Cassio's lodging and let him find it. Conceits, light as air, are to the jealous confirmations strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Dangerous conceits are, in their natures, poisons, which at first are scarce found to distaste, but with a little act upon the blood, burn like the mines of sulfur. I did say so. Now but look where he comes. All the drowsy syrups of the world shall never medicine thee to that sweet sleep which thou odest yesterday.
False to me.
Oh, how now? No more of that.
Avaunt! Begone! Thou hast set me on the rack. I swear it is much better to be abused than to know but a little.
How now, my lord?
What sense had I for stolen hours at lust? I saw it not, thought it not, it harmed not me. I slept well the next day, fed well, was free and merry. I found not Cassio's kisses on her lips. He that is robbed, not knowing what is stolen, let him not know it. And he is not robbed at all.
I am sorry to hear this.
I had been happy if the general camp, pioneers and all, had tasted her sweet body. So I had nothing known. Oh, now, forever, farewell the tranquil mind, farewell content, farewell the plumed troops and the big wars that make ambition virtue. Oh, farewell! Farewell the neighing steed and the shrill trump, the ear-piercing drum and the spirit-stirring fife, the royal banner and all quality, pride, pomp, and circumstance of glorious war. Farewell! Othello's occupation is gone.
Is it possible?
Villain, be sure to prove my love is a whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof, or by the worth of mine eternal soul, thou hadst best been born a dog than wake my wrath.
Is it come to this?
Make me to see it, or at least so to prove it that the probation hath no hinge nor loop to hang a doubt on, or woe upon thy life!
My noble lord.
If thou dost slander her and torture me, never pray more. Abandon all remorse. On horror's head, horrors accumulate, and all of the mace, and nothing to damnation can thou add to that.
Oh, grace. Oh, heaven forgive me. Are you a man? Have you a soul or sense? God be with you. Take my office. Oh, Wretched fool that lives to see thine honesty a vice. Take note, O world! To be direct and honest is not safe. I thank you for this profit, and from hence I'll love no friend, since love breeds such offense.
Nay. Stay. Thou should be honest.
I should be wise, for honesty is a fool, then loses that it works for.
By heaven, I think that my wife is honest, and I think she is not. I think that thou art just, and I think thou art not. I'll have some proof. Her name was as fresh as Dian's visage, and is now as black and begrimed as my own face. If there be cords or knives, poison or fire or suffocating streams, I'll not endure it. Would I be satisfied?
I see you are eaten up with passion. I do repent me that I put it to you. You would be satisfied.
Would? Nay, I will.
And will, but how? How satisfied, my lord? Would you, the observer, grossly gape on, behold her topped?
Death and damnation!
It were a tedious thing, I think, to bring them to that place. How then? What can I say? How satisfied? It is impossible that you should see this, but I say, if importunity and strong circumstance that lead directly to the door of truth may give you satisfaction, you shall have it.
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I like not the office, but sith I am entered into it thus far, pricked to it by foolish honesty and love, I will go on. I lay with Cassio lately, and being troubled with a raging tooth, I could not sleep. There are a type of men so loose of soul that they do mutter their affairs in their sleep. Such a one is Cassio. And in his sleep I heard him say, "Fair Desdemona, we must be wary. We must hide our loves."
Oh, monstrous. Monstrous.
Nay, this was but his dream.
No. It denotes a foregone conclusion. 'Tis but a shrewd doubt, though it be but a dream.
And this may help to thicken other proofs that do demonstrate thinly. Tell me but this. Have you not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. It was my first gift.
I know not of that. But such a one, I am sure it was your wife's, did I see today Cassio wipe his face with.
If it be that.
If it be that, or any that was hers, it speaks against her with the other proofs.
Oh, that a slave had 40,000 lives! One is too weak, too small for my revenge. Now do I see. 'Tis true. Look here, Iago. All of my fond love do I thus blow to heaven. 'Tis gone. Arise, black vengeance, from a hollow hell. Yield up, O love, thy crown and thy hearted throne to tyrannous hate. Swell, bosom, with thy freight, for 'tis aspic's tongues.
But be content. Though we see nothing done, she may be honest yet.
Blood, blood, blood!
Patience, I say, your mind perhaps may change.
Never, Iago! Never! For like the Black Sea, whose icy current and compulsive course ne'er feels the retiring ebb, but keeps you on, so do my bloody thoughts, with a violent pace, ne'er looks back, ne'er ebbs to humble love. until a capable and wide revenge swallow them up. Now, in due reverence to a sacred vow, I hereby engage these words.
Do not rise yet. Witness, you ever-burning lights above, you elements that clip us round about, witness that here Iago doth give up the execution of his wit, hands, heart to wronged Othello's service. Let him command what bloody business ever.
I greet thy love, not with vain thanks, but with acceptance bounteous, and will immediately put thee to it. Within these 3 days, let me hear thee say that Cassio is not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request. But let her live.
Damn her! Lewd minx, damn her! Damn her! Come with me, Iago. I will go hence to furnish some swift means of death for the fair devil. Now, art thou my lieutenant?
I am your own forever.
Do you know, Sirrah, where Lieutenant Cassio lies?
I dare not say he lies anywhere.
Why, man?
He is a soldier, and for one to say a soldier lies is stabbing.
Go to where lodges he.
To tell you where he lodges is to tell you where I lie.
Can anything be made of this?
I do not know where he lodges. And for me to devise a lodging and to say, he lies here or he lies there, were to lie in mine own throat.
Can you inquire him out and be edified by report?
I will catechize the world for him. That is, make question and by them answer.
Seek him. Bid him come hither. Tell him I have moved my lord on his behalf and hope all will be well.
To do that is within the compass of a man's wit, and therefore I will attempt doing it.
Where should I lose that handkerchief, Amelia?
I know not, madam.
Believe me, I have rather I had lost my purse, full of crusados. But that my noble lord is true of mind, and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are. 'Twere enough to put him to ill thinking.
Is not he jealous?
Who, he? I think the sun where he was born drew all such humors from him.
Here comes my lord.
I will not leave him now till Cassio be called to him. How's it with you, my lord?
Well, my lady, hardness dissemble. How do you do, Desdemona?
Well, my good lord.
Give me your hand. This hand is moist, my lady.
It yet have felt no age, nor no sorrow.
This argues fruitfulness and liberal heart. Hot, hot, and moist. This hand of yours requires a sequester from liberty, fasting, and prayer, much castigation, and exercise devout. For here is a young and sweating devil here, who commonly rebels. 'Tis a good hand, a frank one.
You may well say so, for 'twas the hand that gave away my heart.
A liberal hand. The hearts of old gave hands, but our new heraldry is hands, not hearts.
I cannot speak of this. Come now, your promise.
What promise, dear?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
I have a sorry salt room offends me. Lend me thy handkerchief.
Here, my lord.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not?
No, indeed, my lord.
That is a fault. That handkerchief did an Egyptian to my mother give. She was a charmer and could almost see inside the thoughts of people. She told her that while she kept it, it would make her amiable and completely subdue my father to her love. But were she to lose it or make gift of it, my father should hold her loathed in his eye, and his spirit should hunt after new fancies. She dying gave it me, and bid me that when fate would have me wived, I give it her. I did so. Therefore, look to it well. Make it a charm, like thou precious eye. For to lose it, or to give it away, nothing worse could perdition match.
Is it possible?
Wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly
Is it
and
gone?
rash?
Is it lost? Speak!
Oh, heaven bless us.
Say you?
It is not lost. But what if it were?
How?
I say it is not lost.
Fetch it. Let me see it.
Why, so I can, sir. But I will not now. This is some trick to put me from my suit. I pray you let Cassio be received again.
Fetch me the handkerchief! My mind misgives.
Come, you'll never meet a more sufficient man.
The handkerchief.
I pray you talk me of Cassio.
The handkerchief.
A man who all his time hath founded his good fortunes on your love shed.
The handkerchief!
In faith, you are to blame.
Zounds!
Is not this man jealous?
I ne'er saw this before. Show there some wonder in this handkerchief, Amelia. I am most unhappy in the loss of it.
It is not a year or two that shows us a man. They are but stomachs, and we are but food. They eat us hungrily, and then when they are full, they belch us. Look, here comes Cassio and my husband.
Why, there's no other way. 'Tis she must do it. Go and importune her, and lo the happiness.
How now, good Cassio? What's the news with you?
Madam, of my former suit, I would beseech to you that through your virtuous means I may exist again, and become a member of his love, who with all the office of my heart entirely honor.
Alas, thrice gentle Cassio, My advocation is not now in tune. My lord is not my lord. Nor should I know him, were he in favor as in humor altered. So help me every spirit sanctified as I have spoken for you all my best, and stood within the blank of his displeasure for my free speech. You must awhile be patient. What I can, I will, and more I will than for myself I dare. Let that suffice you.
Is my lord angry?
He went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
Can he be angry? Something of the moment, then. I'll go into him. There's matter in it indeed, if he be angry.
I prithee do so. Something, sure of state, either of Venice, or some unhatched plot made demonstrable here in Cyprus to him, hath puddled his clear spirits. And in such cases, men's minds wrangle with inferior things, though great ones are their object. 'Tis even so. For let our finger ache, and it endues our other healthful members, even to that sense of pain. Nay, we must think men are not gods, nor of them look for such observances as fit the bridal. Beshrew me much, Amelia. I was, unhandsome warrior as I am, arraigning his unkindness with my soul, and now I find I have suborned the witness, and he's indicted falsely.
Pray heaven it be some matter of state as you think, and no conception or jealous toy concerning you.
Alas, the day I never gave him cause.
But jealous souls are never answered so. They are never jealous for the cause, they are jealous for they are jealous. It is a monster, begot upon itself, born on itself.
Oh, heaven, keep that monster from Othello's mind.
Lady, amen.
I will go seek him. Cassio, walk hereabout. If I do find him fit, I'll move your suit and seek to effect it to my uttermost.
Thanks, your ladyship.
Save you, friend Cassio?
What make you from your home? How is it with you, my most fair Bianca? In faith, my sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was going to your lodging, Cassio. What, keep a week away? 7 days and nights? A weary reckoning.
Pardon me, Bianca. I have for a while with leaden thoughts been pressed, but I shall in a more continuate time strike off this score of absence. Here, sweet Bianca, take me this work out.
O Cassio, whence came this? This is some token from a newer friend. To the felt absence I now feel a cause. Is it come to this? Well?
Go to, woman, and throw your vile guesses into the devil's teeth from whence you have them. You are jealous because you think this is from some mistress? Some remembrance? No. By my faith, Bianca.
Why then, whose is it?
I know not neither. I found it in my chamber.
Oh.
I like the work well, ere it be demanded, and as like enough, I would have it copied. Take it, and do it, and leave me for this time.
Leave you wherefore?
I attend the general here, and I would seek no addition, nor my wishing to have him see me womaned.
Why, I pray you?
Not that I love you not.
But that you love me not. I pray you take me on the way a little, and say if I shall see you soon at night.
I will go with you but a little way. But I do attend here. I shall see you soon.
Very well. I must be circumstanced.
Will you think so, my lord?
Think so, Iago.
What, to kiss in private?
An unauthorized kiss.
A little kiss, meaning no harm.
Kissing. Kissing, Iago, and not mean harm. It is hypocrisy against the devil, that they who mean virtuously do so. The devil tempts their virtue, and they tempt heaven.
Why then they do nothing? 'Tis a venial slip. But if I give my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, and she may, I think, bestow it on any man.
She is protectress of her honor, too. May she give that as well.
Her honor is an essence that's not seen. They oft have it that have it not. But as for the handkerchief,
My heaven, I've gladly forgotten it. Thou sayest it comes over my memory like the raven over the infected house, boding to all. He had my handkerchief.
aye, and what of that?
That's not so good now.
What if I had said that I had seen him do you wrong, or heard him say, as knaves being so abroad in their own importunate suits, they cannot help but to blab?
Hath he said anything?
He hath, my lord, but be you well assured, nothing he'll unswear.
What hath he said?
Faith that he did. I know not what he did.
What? What?
Lie.
With her?
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her. Lie on her. We say lie on her when we slander her. Lie with her? Zoons! That is fulsome. It is with the nose and the eyes and the lips. Zoons! Is it possible? Oh, devil!
Work on my medicine work. Thus are all fools caught, and many a worthy and chaste dames, even so, all guiltless meet reproach. But ho, General, Othello!
What is the matter?
The general has fallen into an epilepsy. This is his second fit. He had one yesterday.
Rub him about the temples.
No, forbear. The lethargy must have his quiet course, or else he begins to foam at the mouth and by breaks out into savage madness. See, he stirs. Take yourself aside a while. He'll recover straight, and when he is gone, I would fain speak with you. How now, General? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you? No. Would you would bear your fortune like a man.
A man. A horned man is a monster and a beast.
There's many a beast, then, in a populous city, and many a civil monster. There are millions now alive that nightly sleep in those improper beds, and they dare swear peculiar. But your case is better. 'Tis the spite of hell, the fiend's arch mock, to kiss a wanton in a secure couch, and to suppose her chaste. Nay, let me know, and knowing what I am, I will know what she shall be.
Oh, thou art wise, that is certain.
Do take yourself aside a while. Confine yourself but in a patient list. Whilst you were here overwhelmed with your grief, a passion most unfitting such a man, Cassio came hither. I shifted him away and laid good excuse upon your ecstasy. Bade him anon return and here speak with me, the which he promised. Do but encave yourself, and mark the fleers, the jibes, and notable scorns that dwell in every region of his face. For I will make him tell the tale anew, of where, how oft, when he hath, and when he is again to cope your wife. I say, but mark his gesture. And patience, I say, or I shall say that you are all in spleen and nothing of a man.
Dost thou hear, Iago? I will be most cunning in my patience, but dost thou hear? Most bloody.
That's not amiss, but keep you time withal. Now will I question Cassio of Bianca, a housewife that by selling her desires buys herself bread and clothes. And the creature is much enamored on Cassio, and 'tis the strumpet's plague to beguile many and be beguiled by one. Now Cassio, when he hears talk of her, cannot refrain from the excess of laughter. And see where he comes. And as he smiles, Othello will go mad, and his unbookish jealousy must construe Cassio's smiles, gestures, and light behaviors much in the wrong. How now, Lieutenant?
The worse that you give me the addition, whose want should even kill me.
Ply Desdemona well, and you're sure on it. Now, should this suit lie in Bianca's power, how quickly should you speed?
Alas, poor caitiff.
See how he laughs already.
I never knew woman love man so.
Alas, poor rogue. In faith, I think she loves me.
No, he denies it faintly and laughs it out.
Do you hear, Cassio?
Now he importunes. Well said. Go to, go to.
She gives it out that you shall marry her. Do you intend it?
I? Marry her? What? A customer. Prithee, bear some charity to my wit.
Faith,
Do you
the
not
cry
think
goes
it's
out.
so unwholesome?
The cry goes out that you shall marry her.
Prithee, say true.
I am a very villain else.
That is the monkey's own given out. She is convinced that I should marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise.
Iago beckons me. Now he begins the tale.
She was here even now. She haunts me everywhere. Just the other morning, I was down by the sea bank conversing with certain Venetians, and thither comes the bauble. And by this hand, she takes me thus, about the neck.
Crying, oh, Cassio, as it were.
And she
his
hangs
gesture imports it.
her head and lolls and weeps and shakes and pulls me.
Now,
God.
he tells how she plucked him to my chamber. Oh, I see that nose of yours, but not the dog I shall throw it to.
Well, I think I will have to leave her company.
Well, before me, look where she comes.
'Tis such another polecat. Marry a perfumed one. What makes you this haunting of me?
Let the devil and his dam haunt you. What did you mean by the same handkerchief you gave me even now? I was a fine fool to take it. I must take out the work. A fine piece of work that you should find it in your chamber and not know who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work? There, give it your hobby horse. Wheresoever you had it, I'll take out no work on it.
How now, Bianca? How now? How now?
By heaven, that should be my handkerchief.
If you will come to dinner tonight, you may. If you will not, come when you are next prepared for.
After her, after her.
In faith, I think I must, or she'll rail the street else.
Will you sup there?
I intend so.
I may chance see you, for I would fain speak with you again.
Pray, come with me.
Go to, say no more.
How shall I murder him, Iago?
Did you perceive how he laughs at his vice?
Oh, Iago!
And did you see the handkerchief?
Was it mine?
Yours, by this hand. And to see how he prizes the foolish woman, your wife. She gave it him, and he gave it his whore.
I would give him 9 years a killing. A fair woman, a fine woman, a sweet woman.
Nay, you must forget that.
Aye. Let her rot and perish, and be damned tonight, for she shall die. Oh, my heart is turned to stone. I hit my heart. It hurts my hand. Oh, that she should charm an emperor and command him tasks.
Nay, that's not your way.
Oh, I do but say what she is. And yet, so gentle of a condition.
Aye, too gentle.
I will chop her into messes. Cuckolds me
Aye, that's foul in her.
with mine officer.
That's fouler.
Give me some poison, Iago. This night, I will not expostulate with her any further unless she tip me with her sweet body. This night!
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed, even the very bed that she hath contaminated.
Good. Good. The justice of it pleases. Very good.
And as for Cassio, let me be his undertaker. You shall hear more at midnight.
Excellent, good. What trumpet is that saying?
I warrant something from Venice. It is Signor Lodovico. This comes from the Duke, and your wife is with him.
God save you, worthy general.
With all my heart, sir.
The Duke and Senators of Venice greet you.
I kiss the instrument of their pleasures.
And what's the news, good cousin Lodovico?
I'm very glad to see you, Signor. Welcome to Cyprus.
I thank you. How does Lieutenant Cassio?
Lives, sir.
Cousin, there's fallen between him and my lord an unkind breach. But you shall make all well,
Are you certain of that?
my lord.
Should you fail to do so,
He did not call. He's busy in the paper. Is there some division twixt my lord and Cassio?
A most unhappy one. I would do much to atone them for the love I bear Cassio.
fire and brimstone!
My lord?
Are you wise?
What, is he angry?
Maybe the letter moved him, for as I think they do command him home, deputing Cassio in his government.
Oh, by my troth, I'm glad on't.
Indeed.
My lord?
I am glad to see you mad.
Why, sweet Othello,
Devil!
I have not deserved this.
This would not be believed in Venice, though I should swear I saw it. 'Tis very much. Make her amends, she weeps.
Devil, devil. If the world could teem with a woman's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
Truly an obedient lady. Good your lordship, I beseech you, call her back.
Mistress,
My lord?
what would you have her do, sir?
Who, I, my lord?
I, yes, you, who'd bid that I make her turn. And, sir, she can turn, and yet go on and turn again. Oh, and she weeps, sir. Yes, she weeps. And obedient, yes, sir. Very obedient. Proceed you in your tears. Concerning this, I shall obey the mandate. Get out of my sight! Sir, I shall return to Venice. And I do entreat you, sir, to sup with me. Goats and monkeys!
Is this the noble Moor whom our full senate called all in all sufficient? Whose solid virtue passion could not shake, the dart of accident nor shot of chance could neither graze nor pierce?
He is much changed.
Are his wits safe? Is he not light of brain?
He is that he is. I may not breathe my censure on what he might be.
What, strike his wife?
Aye, that was not so well, and would I knew that that strike would prove the worst.
Is it his use, or did the letters work upon his blood and new create this fault?
Alas, alas, it is not honesty in me to speak on what I have seen and known. But you yourself shall observe him, and his own gestures will denote him so that I may save my speech. Do but go in after and mark how he continues.
I'm sorry that I am deceived in him.
You've seen nothing then.
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, but you've seen her and Cassio alone.
But then I saw no harm, and I heard each syllable that breath did make up between them.
What, did they never whisper?
Never, my lord.
Nor send you out of the room?
Never.
To fetch her fan, her mask, her purse?
Never, my lord.
That's strange.
I durst, my lord, to wager that she is honest. Lay down my soul at stake. If you think other, remove the thought, for it does abuse thy bosom. If some wretch hath put this thought in your head, let heaven requite them with the serpent's curse. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, then there is no man happy. The purest of their wives is foul as slander.
Bid her come hither. Go. She speaks well enough, but she is a simple bard and cannot say much. This is a subtle whore, a closet lock and key of villainous secrets. And yet she'll kneel and pray. I've seen her do it.
My lord, what is your will?
Come hither, Desdemona.
What is your pleasure?
Let me see your eyes. Let me see your face.
Oh, alas, what horrible fancy's this?
Some of your function, mistress. Leave procreants alone. Lock the door. Cough or cry him if anybody come.
Oh, upon my knees. What doth your speech import? I understand a fury in your words, but not the words.
Why? What art thou?
Your wife, my lord, your true and loyal wife.
Come, swear it. Damn thyself! Be double damned!
Oh, heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly know that thou art false as hell.
To whom? My lord, with whom? How am I false?
Oh, Desdemona. Away. Away, away!
Alas, why do you weep? Am I the motive of these tears, my lord? If haply you, my father, do suspect an instrument of this your calling back, lay not your blame on me. If you have lost him, why, I have lost him too.
Had it pleased heaven to try me with affliction, had they rained all kinds of sores and shames upon my bare head, steeped me in poverty to my very lips, given to captivity me and my utmost hopes, I should have found somewhere deep within my soul a drop of patience. But alas, to make me a fixed figure for the time of scorn, to point a slow, unmoving finger at, yet I could bear that too. Well, very well. But here, where I have garnered up my heart, where either I must live or bear no life, where either my fountain current runs or else dries up, to be discarded thence, or to be kept as a cistern for foul toads to knot and gender in. Turn thy complexion there. Patience. Oh, rose-lipped cherubim. I there look grim as hell.
Oh, I hope my noble lord esteems me honest.
Oh, I. Thou art a weed that smellest so sweet. Wouldst thou ne'er been born?
Oh, alas, what ignorant sin have I committed?
Was this fair paper made to write whore upon? This most goodly book? What committed? Oh, thou public commoner. I should, my cheeks burn to cinders. Thy modesty should either speak thy deeds. What committed? Impudent strumpet!
Oh. By heaven, you do me wrong.
Art thou not a strumpet?
No. As I am a Christian, if to preserve this vessel from my Lord, from any foul, unlawful touch, be not to be a strumpet, I am none.
What? Not a whore?
No. As I shall be saved.
Is possible?
Oh, heaven, forgive us.
I cry you mercy then. I took thou for that cunning whore of Venice that married with Othello. You, mistress, who keep the office opposite of St. Peter and guard the gates of hell. Yes, you. We have done our course. Here's some money for your pains. I pray you, turn the key and keep our counsel.
Alas, what does this gentleman conceive? How do you, madam? How do you, sweet lady?
Faith, half asleep?
What is the matter with my lord?
With who?
With my lord, madam.
Who is thy lord?
He who is yours, sweet lady.
I have none. Do not talk to me, Amelia. I cannot weep, nor answer have I none but what should go by water. Prithee, tonight, lay upon my bed my wedding sheets. Remember. And call thy husband hither.
There is change indeed.
'Tis meet I should be used so. Very meet. How have I been behaved that he might stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse?
I am here, madam. How is it with you?
I cannot tell. Those that do teach young babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. He might have chid me so, for in good faith I am a child to chiding.
What's the matter, lady?
My lord has abhorred her, laid such despite and heavy terms upon her that true hearts could not bear.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she says my lord did say I was.
Called her a whore. A beggar in his drink could not have laid such heavy terms upon his callet.
Why did he so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Do not weep. Do not weep, alas the day.
Has she not forsook so many noble matches? Her father, her country, her friends, to be called a whore? Would it not make one weep?
'Tis my wretched fortune.
Beshrew him for it. How comes this trick upon him?
Nay, heaven doth know.
I shall be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some cogging and cozening slave to gain some office has devised such slander. I shall be hanged else.
Fie, there's no such man. 'Twere impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
Oh, will halter pardon him, and hell gnaw thy bones. Why should he call her whore? Whose company does she keep? What time? What place? What likelihood? The Moor has been abused by some most eternal villain, some base, notorious knave. Let heaven expose such wicked men and place in every honest hand a whip to lash the rascals naked through the world, even from the east to the west.
Speak within door.
Oh, fie upon them! It was the same such squire that turned your wit, see me side without, to suspect me with the Moor.
You are a fool. Go to.
Oh, alas, Iago. What shall I do to win my lord again? Good friend, go to him. For by this light of heaven, I know not how I've lost him. Here I kneel. If e'er my will did trespass against his love, either in discourse of thought, or an actual deed, or that mine eyes, mine ears, or any sense delighted them in any other form, or that I do not yet, and ever did, and ever will, though he do shake me off to beggarly divorcement, love him dearly. Oh, comfort, forswear me. Unkindness may do much, and his unkindness may defeat my life, but never taint my love. Oh, I cannot say whore. Oh, it does abhor me now I speak the word, to do the act that might the addition earn, not the world's mass of vanity could make me.
Content thyself a while. It is something of his humor. The business of the state does him wrong, and he does chide with you.
If 'twere no other.
'Tis but so, I warrant. Hark how these instruments summon to supper. The messengers of Venice stays the meat. Pray you go in, and weep not. All will be well. How now, Roderigo?
I do not find that you dealst justly with me.
What in the contrary?
Every day thou daffst me with some device, Iago, and rather, as it seems to me now, keeps from me all conveniency, than suppliest me with the least advantage of hope. I will indeed no longer endure it, nor am I yet persuaded to put up in peace what already I have foolishly suffered.
Will you hear me, Roderigo?
Faith! I have heard too much, for your words and performances are no kin together.
You charge me most unjustly.
With naught but truth. I have wasted myself out of my means. The jewels you have had from me to deliver to Desdemona would have corrupted a votarist. You tell me she hath received them and returned to me expectations and comforts of sudden respect and acquaintance, but I find none.
Well, very well, go to.
Very well, go to? I cannot go to, man, nor 'tis very well. Nay, I think it's scurvy.
Very well.
'Tis not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona. If she will return me my jewels, I will give over my suit and repent my unlawful solicitations. If not, assure yourself, I will seek satisfaction of you.
You have said now?
I have said nothing but what I protest intendment of doing.
Well, now I see thee. Thou hast meddled in thee indeed. And from this very moment, to build upon you a better opinion than ever before. Take my hand, Roderigo. Thou hast taken against me a most just exception, but I do protest, I have dealt most directly in thy affair.
Ha! It hath not appeared.
I grant that it hath not appeared, but your wit is not without suspicion and wit. But if thou hast that in thee indeed, which I now have better reason than ever before to believe, I mean purpose, courage, valor, this night show it. If thou the next night following enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery and devise engines for my life.
Well, what is it? Is it within reason and compass?
There's a special commission from Venice come to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
What? Is that true? Well then, Othello and Desdemona return again to Venice.
Oh no, he goes into Mauritania. and he takes away with him the fair Desdemona, unless his abode can be lingered here by some accident, which none can be more determinant than by the removing of Cassio.
How do you mean removing of him?
By making him incapable of Othello's place, knocking out his brains.
And that you would have me do.
Aye, if you would do yourself a profit and a right. He sups tonight with a harlotry. Thither will I go to him. And if you will watch his going thence, which I will fashion to fall between 12 and 1, you may take him at your pleasure. And I'll be nearby to second the attempt, and he shall fall between us. Come, stand not amazed at it, but go in with me, for I will show you such necessity in his death that you shall feel yourself bound to put it on him. It is now high supper time, and the night grows to waste about it.
Now I will need to hear furthermore of this.
And you will be satisfied.
Yeah.
I do beseech you, sir, trouble yourself no further.
Oh, pardon me. 'Twill do me good to walk.
Madam, good night. I humbly thank your ladyship.
Your honor is most welcome.
Sir, will you walk? Oh. Desdemona,
My lord?
get you to bed on the instant. I'll be returned forthwith. Dismiss your attendant here. Look it be done.
I will, my lord.
How is my lord? He seems gentler than he did.
He says he will return immediately. He has commanded me to go to bed and bade me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me.
It was his bidding. Therefore, good Amelia, give me my knightly wearing and adieu. We must not now displease him.
I would you had never seen him.
So would not I, my love, does so approve him, that even his stubbornness, his checks and frowns, prithee, unpin me, have grace and favor in them.
I have laid the sheets you bade me in the bed.
All's one. Good faith, how foolish are our minds. If I do die before thee, prithee, shroud me in one of those same sheets.
Come, come, you talk.
My mother had a maid called Barbary. She was in love, and he who she loved went mad and did forsake her. She had a song of willow. An old thing 'twas, but it expressed her fortune, and she died singing it. That song tonight will not go from my mind. I have much to do, but go and hang my head all at one side and sing it like poor Barbary. Prithee, dispatch.
Would you like me to fetch your nightgown?
No, unpin me here.
This Lodovico is a proper man, a very handsome man.
He speaks well.
I know a woman in Venice who would have walked barefoot to Palestine for a touch of his nether lip.
The poor soul sat sighing willow. Her hand in her bosom, her head on her knee. Sing willow, 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 willow. She sighed in her singing and made a great moan. Sing willow, 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 willow. Thou's lost the truest lover that e'er went on ground. Sing willow, 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 shall be my garland. The fresh streams ran by her and murmured her moans. Sing willow, 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 willow. Her salt tears fell from her and softened the stones. Sing willow, willow, willow. Lay these by. Sing willow, willow. Oh, prithee hurry, he'll come anon. Sing willow, 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 willow. Take this for my farewell and latest adieu. Sing willow, 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 willow. Write this on my tomb, that in love I was true. Sing willow, 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 shall be my garland. Let nobody chide him, his scorns I approve. Nay, that's not next. Hark, who's it that knocks?
Was the wind.
I called my love false love, but what said he then? Sing willow, 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 willow. If I court more women, you'll couch with more men. Sing willow, 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 shall be my garland. So get thee gone. Good night. Mine eyes do itch. Doth that bode weeping?
'Tis neither here nor there.
I've heard it said so. Oh, these men, these men. Dost thou, in conscience, think, tell me, Amelia, that there be women to abuse their husbands in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
I neither by this heavenly night, but I may do as much in the dark.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for the whole world?
The world is a huge thing. It is a great price for a small vice.
In troth, I think thou wouldst not.
In troth, I think I should, and then undo it when it had been done. Marry, I would not do such a thing for rings or gowns or petticoats or any petty exhibition, but for the whole world. Who would not make one's husband a cuckold to make him a monarch? I'd venture purgatory for it.
Beshrew me if I would do such a deed for all the world.
But the wrong is but a wrong in the world. And having the world for your labor makes it but a wrong in your own world. You might quickly make it right.
I do not think there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen. Though I do think it is husbands' faults if wives do fall. Say we slacken our duties or pour our treasures into foreign laps, breaking out into peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say that they strike us. Though we have galls and we have some grace, do we not have some revenge? Women have sense as husbands do. We have the same palate for sweet and sour. We smell, we see. And what is it when husbands change us off for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? I think it doth. And is it frailty that thus errs? It is so too. And do we not have affections, desires for sport, and frailty as husbands do? Then let them use us well, else let them know the ills we do, their ills tell us so.
Oh. Good night, good night. God, me such uses send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad mend.
Here, stand behind this bulk. Straight will he come. Wear thy good rapier bare, and put it home. Quick, quick, fear nothing. I'll be at thy elbow. It makes us or it mars us. Think on that, and fix most firm thy resolution.
Be close at hand, I may miscarry in it.
Here at thy elbow. Now, be bold, and take thy stand.
I have no great devotion to the deed, and yet he hath given me satisfying reasons. 'Tis but a man gone. Forth my sword. He dies.
I have rubbed this young quat almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now, whether he kill Cassio or Cassio him, or each do kill the other, every way makes my gain. Live Roderigo, and he calls me to a restitution, large of gold and jewels, which I bobbed from him as gifts to Desdemona, and that cannot be. Should Cassio remain, he hath a daily beauty in his life that makes me ugly, and the Moor might unfold me to him. There stand I in much peril. No, he must die. Be it so, I hear him coming.
I know his gait, 'tis he, villain, thou diest!
Oh, that thrust would have been mine enemy indeed, but my coat is better than thou knowest. I will make proof of thee. Help! I am maimed forever! Murder! Murder!
The voice of Cassio. Iago keeps his word.
Oh, villain that I am!
What? A light! Help! A surgeon!
'tis he. Oh, brave, honest Iago, who with such noble sense of thy friend's wrong, thou teachest me. Minion, your dear lies dead, and your unblessed fate hies. Strumpet, I come. Those charms, thine eyes bespotted, thy bed with lust blood shall be blotted.
No watch. No passage. Murder! Murder!
'Tis some mischance. The cry is very direful.
Oh, help!
Hark!
Oh, wretched villain!
2 or 3 groan. 'Tis a heavy night. These may be counterfeits. Let's think it unsafe to come into the cry without more help.
God, nobody come! The child bleed to death.
Hark! What's he that cries on a murder?
We do not know.
Here comes one with a light and weapons.
Have you not heard a cry?
We do not know.
Iago? Help. I've been undone by villains.
Oh, me,
help me.
Lieutenant.
Othello's ancient, as I take it.
Who has done this to you, Cassio?
I know not, but he is hereabout, unable to get away.
Treacherous villains. Come in and lend some help.
Go help!
That is him.
Oh, villainous. Oh, villain!
God! Oh, damned Iago! Oh, inhuman dog!
Kill men in the dark. What's he that cries on murder? What are you? Are you of good or evil?
As you shall prove us, praise us.
Signor Lodovico,
He, sir.
here lies Cassio, hurt by villains.
Cassio.
How is it, brother?
My leg is cut in two.
Lend me your help. I'll bind it here myself.
That cried.
Who is it that cried?
Oh, my dear Cassio. Oh, my sweet Cassio. 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 Cassio.
Oh, notable strumpet.
I have been to seek thee. I am sorry to find you thus.
Patience a while, Cassio. Lend me a light. Know we this face or no? Alas, my friend and my dear countryman, Roderigo.
What? Of Venice?
Even he. Did you know him?
Know him? I.
Senor Graziano, I beseech your pardon. These bloody accidents must excuse my manners for thus neglecting you.
Well, I am glad to see you. Roderigo.
Even he. Oh, something to bear him easily hence. Aye, that's well said. Some good men to bear him. Stay you, good gentlemen. Look you pale, mistress? Nay, observe her, gentlemen, and as you shall stare, we will hear more of this. Guiltiness will speak, though tongues were out of use.
What is the matter? What is the matter, husband?
Cassio was here set upon in the dark by Roderigo and villains that have escaped. He is almost slain, and there lies Roderigo dead.
Alas, good gentleman. Alas, good Cassio.
This is the fruit of whoring. Emilia, go learn of Cassio where he supped tonight. Do you shake at that?
He supped at my house, but therefore I shake not.
Did he so? I charge you go with me.
Fie. Fie upon thee, strumpet.
I am no strumpet, but of life as honest as you that thus abuse me.
As I, foe, fie upon thee.
Emilia, go to the citadel and tell my lord and lady what hath happened. Gentlemen, let us go see Cassio dressed. And you, mistress, you must tales another tale. Will you go in? This is the night that either makes me or foredoes me quite.
It is the cause. It is the cause, my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin than snow, smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, or else she'll betray more men. Put out the light, and then I'll put out the light. If I quench thee, the flaming minister, I can again light the flame here. Should I repent me? But once I put out thy light, I know not where that Promethean flame that again thy light can relume. When I have plucked thy rose, I cannot give it vital growth again. It must needs wither. I'll smell it on the tree. Oh, balmy breath that almost doth persuade justice break her sword. Once more, once more. Be thou, when thou art to die, and I will kill thee and love thee after. Once more, and this is the last. Oh, heavy hour. Oh, I must weep. Oh, but they are cruel tears. Oh, this sorrow is heavenly. It strikes where it doth love. She wakes.
Who's there? Othello?
I, Desdemona.
Will you come to bed, my lord?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
I, my lord?
If you bethink yourself of any crime unreconciled to God, solicit for it straight.
Look, my lord, what do you mean by
Well, do it! I will walk by. I will not kill thy unprepared spirit. No, nay, I will not kill thy soul.
And talk you of killing.
I do.
Then, Lord, have mercy on me.
Amen with all my heart.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me. Yet I do fear you. For you're fatal when your eyes roll so. Why I should fear, I know not. Since guiltiness I know not, but yet I fear.
Think on thy sins.
That they are loves I bear to you.
Aye, and for that thou diest.
The death's unnatural that kills for loving. Alas, why gnaw you so your nether lip? Some bloody passion shakes your very frame. These are portents, be it, I hope. I hope they do not point on me.
Peace, and be still!
I will so. What's the matter?
That handkerchief that I so loved and gave to thee, thou gavest to Cassio.
No. By my life and soul, send for the man and ask him.
Sweet soul, take heed. Take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
But not yet to die.
Yes, presently. Therefore confess thee freely of thy sins. Thou art out to die.
Then, Lord, have mercy on me.
I say amen.
And you? Have mercy too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio, but with such general warranty of heaven as I might love, I never gave him token.
By heaven, I saw the handkerchief! Oh, perjured woman, that makest me what I have to do, a murder, when I think it a sacrifice. I saw the handkerchief.
He found it, then I never gave it him. Oh, send for him hither, let him confess the truth.
He hath confessed.
What? My lord?
That he hath used thee.
Oh, how unlawfully.
Aye.
Oh, he will not say so.
No. Honest Iago had taken order for it, for his mouth is stopped.
Oh. My fear interprets what? Is he dead?
If all his hairs had been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
Oh. Alas, he is betrayed and I undone.
Out, trumpet! Weepest thou for him to my face?
Oh. Banish me, my lord, but kill me not.
Down, trumpet!
Oh, kill me tomorrow and let me live tonight.
Nay, thou strive.
But half an hour.
Nay.
Will I say 1 prayer.
It is too late.
Oh, Lord.
It is too late.
My lord! What ho, my lord!
Noise is this? Not dead? Not yet quite dead? I that am cruel and merciful, I shall not let thee linger in thy pain.
What ho, my lord, my lord!
Who's there?
Oh, good my lord, I would speak a word with you.
It is Amelia. By and by. She's dead. It is like she comes to speak of Cassio's death. Oh, what's best to do? Should she come in, surely she'll speak to my wife. My wife. My wife. What wife? I have no wife! Oh, happy hour! Oh, insurmountable! Methinks now should be a huge eclipse of sun and moon that yawns at alteration.
My lord, I do beseech you that I may speak with you.
I'd forgotten thee. By and by, I will close the curtain. Where art thou? Come in, Amelia. What is the matter with thee now?
My lord, yonder foul's murder is done.
What now?
But now, my lord.
It's the moon. She comes more close to the earth than she is wont and makes men mad.
Cassio, my lord, has killed a young Venetian called Roderigo.
Roderigo killed. And Cassio killed.
No, Cassio's not killed, my lord.
Not Cassio killed. Then murder is out of tune. And revenge grows harsh.
Oh, falsely murdered!
What cry is this? This is my mistress's voice. Speak again, sweet lady. Speak again, sweet Desdemona.
Guiltless death, I die.
Who has done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Oh, farewell. Commend me to my kind Lord. Oh, Farewell.
Why? How should she be murdered?
Alas, who knows?
You heard her say it was not I.
She says so, but I needs report the truth.
She's like a liar. Gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her!
Oh, the more angel she and you, the blacker devil.
She turned to folly, and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, thou art a devil.
She was false as water.
Thou art as rash as fire to say that she was false, for she was heavenly true.
Cassio did top her. Ask thy husband else. Nay, had I been damned beneath all hell that I did respond to this extremity, I was just. Thy husband knew it all.
My husband.
Thy husband.
That she was false to wedlock.
I, with Cassio.
My husband.
Thy husband. He told me first, for he hates the slime that clings to filthy deeds.
My husband.
What needs this utterance, woman? I say the husband.
Oh, mistress, villainy makes mocks with love. He say that she was false.
He, thy husband. Dost thou understand the word? Thy husband, my friend, honest Iago.
If he say so, then let his pernicious soul rot half a grain a day. She was too fond of her most filthy bargain. Do thy worst, for thy deed is no more worthy heaven than thou was worthy her.
Peace, you are best.
You have half the power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. O Gaul, O dolt, ignorant as dirt, thou hast done a deed. I care not for thy sword. I will make thee known, though I have lost 20 lives. Help! Help! The Moor has killed my mistress! Murder! Murder!
What is the matter? How now, General?
Oh, Iago, good that you come. You have done well that men must lay their murders upon your neck.
What is the matter?
Disprove this villain if thou beest a man. He says you told him his wife was false. I know thou did not. Thou art not such a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told him what I thought, and told him no more than what he found himself to be apt and true.
But did you ever say that she was false?
I did.
Then you told a lie. An odious, damned lie upon my soul. A wicked, wicked lie. With Cassio, did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress, go to, charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue, for my mistress lies murdered in her bed.
Oh, heavens forfend!
And your reports have set the murder on.
Nay, stare not, masters. 'Tis true indeed.
'Tis a strange truth.
Oh, monstrous act!
Villainy. Villainy. Villainy, I think upon it. I smell it. I will kill myself for grief. Villainy. Villainy.
What, are you mad? Get you home.
Pray you, gentlemen, that I have leave to speak. I know that it is proper that I obey him, but not now. Perchance, Iago, I will never go home.
Oh. Oh. Ah!
Oh, yea, lay thee down and roar, for thou hast killed the sweetest innocent that ever did lift up eye.
Oh, she was foul! I scarce did know you, uncle. Here lies your niece, whose breath these hands have newly stopped. I know it shows grim indeed.
Poor Desdemona. I am glad thy father's dead. Thy match was mortal to him. Pure grief shore his old thread in twain. Did he live now? This sight would make him do a desperate turn. Yea, curse his guardian angel from his side and fall into reprobation.
'Tis pitiful. And yet, Iago knows that she did with Cassio 1,000 times committed, and that she did greet his amorous works with the same recognizance and pledge of love that I first gave her. It was an antique handkerchief, a token that my father first gave my mother.
Oh God. Oh heavenly God.
Swoons, hold your peace.
Twill out, I peace. No, I will speak as liberal as the north wind. Let heaven and devils all cry shame upon me, but I will speak.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not.
Fie, your blade upon a woman.
O dull Moor, that handkerchief thou speakest of, I did find by fortune and give to my husband, that in solemn earnestness many times he has begged of me to steal it.
Villainous whore.
Alas, she give it Cassio, no. I did find it and give it my husband.
Filth, thou liest.
I do not, gentlemen. Oh, murderous coxcomb, what would such a fool do with so good a wife?
Be there no stones in heaven that turn for the thunder. Precious villain!
The woman falls. Sure, he hath killed his wife.
'Tis a notorious villain. Take you this weapon which I have here recovered from the Moor. Go, guard the door without. Let him not pass, but kill him rather. I'll after that same villain, for 'tis a damned slave.
I am not valiant neither, for every puny whipster gets my sword. But what is honor without honesty? Let it go all.
What is thy song, thy bowed lady? Hark, canst thou hear me? I shall play the swan and die in music. Willow, willow, willow. Oh, Moor. She was chaste, and she loved thee, cruel Moor. So in speaking as I think, alas, I die.
I have another weapon in the chamber. It is a sword of Spain, the Icebrook's temper. Come, uncle, I must speak with thee.
If you attempt to leave, it will cost thee dear, for thou hast no weapon, and perforce must suffer.
Uncle, I must speak with thee, or naked as I am, I will assault thee.
What is the matter?
Behold, I have a weapon. A better sword never did find itself upon a soldier's thigh. I have seen the day that with this little arm, and this good sword, I have made my way through more impediments than 20 times your stop. But oh, vain boast, who can control his fate? 'Tis not so now. Do not be afraid, though you see me weaponed, for this is my journey's end. This is my sea mark. Do you go back dismayed? 'Tis but a lost fear. Where should Othello go? It rushes against Othello's breast. Now, how dost thou look now? Ill-starred wench, pale as thy smock. When we meet again in comp, this look of thine will hurl me from heaven. It'll hurl my soul from heaven, and fiends will snatch at it. Oh, cold, cold, my girl, even like thy chastity. Oh, cursed, cursed slave! Whip me, ye devils! And pull me from this cursed sight! Roast me in sulfur! Wash me in seas of liquid fire! Oh, Desdemona. Oh, Desdemona, dead, Desdemona, dead! Ah!
Where is this rash and most unfortunate man?
That's he that was Othello. Here I am.
Where is that viper? Bring the villain forth.
I look down at thy feet, but that's a fable. If thou beest a devil, then I cannot kill thee.
Wrench his sword from him!
I bleed, sir. Oh, but not killed.
I am not sorry neither. I would have thee live, for in my sense, 'tis happiness to die.
Oh, thou Othello, thou wert once so good, fallen in the practice of a damned slave. What shall be said to thee?
An honorable murderer, if you will. For not I did in hate, but all in honor.
This wretch hath part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
Aye.
General, I never gave you cause.
I do believe thee, and I beg your pardon. Now, can you demand this demidevil why he hath ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From hence, I'll ne'er speak word.
What, not to pray?
Torments will ope your lips.
Well, thou dost best.
Sir, you shall understand what hath befallen, which, as I think, you know not. Here is a letter, found in the pocket of the slain Roderigo, and here another. The one of them doth import the death of Cassio to be undertaken by Roderigo.
Oh, villain.
Oh, most heathenish and most gross.
Now here's another discontented paper found in his pocket too. And this, it seems, Roderigo meant to have sent this damned villain, but that belike Iago in the interim came in and satisfied him.
Oh, that pernicious caitiff. How came you, Cassio, by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber. He even confesses now as to having dropped it there to suit to his own purposes, which wrought to his own desires.
Fool, fool, fool.
There are besides in Roderigo's letter how it unbraids Iago, how it describes that he set him onto me, onto the watch. Iago hurt him. Iago set him on.
You must forsake this room and go with us. Your power and your command is taken off, and Cassio rules in Cyprus. But this slave, if there be any cunning cruelty that can torment him much and hold him long, it shall be his. You shall close prison or rest, so that the nature of your fault be known to the Venetian state. Come, bring him away.
Soft! A word or two before you go. I have done the state some service. And they know it. No more of that. When you these unlucky deeds relate, I prithee speak of me as I am. Nothing extenuate or aught in malice, but of one who loved, not wisely, but too well. Of one who, not easily jealous, but wrought, perplexed in the extreme. Of a hand who, like the base Indian, threw a pearl away, richer than all of his tribe. Of one whose tears fall faster than the Arabian trees, their medicinal gum. You tell them that in Aleppo once, where a malignant and turbaned Turk beat a Venetian and traduced the state, I took by the throat the circumcised dog and smote him thus. Ah!
Oh, bloody period!
All that's spoken is marred.
I kissed thee ere I killed thee. Nothing more. Killing myself to die upon a kiss.
This did I fear, but did not think that he had a weapon, for he is very great of heart.
O thou Spartan dog, more fell than anguish, hunger, or the sea. Look on the tragic loading of this bed. This is thy work. The object poisons sight. Let it be hid. Graziano, keep the house and seize upon the fortunes of the Moor, for they succeed on you. To you, Lord Governor, remains the censure of this hellish villain. The time, the place, the torture. Oh, enforce it. Myself will straight aboard and to the state this heavy act with heavy heart relate.